EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Second and very short. Mahomes looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders, nothing.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carr. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They go with Jacobs. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Raiders nothing.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a play fake. Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out right at the 35. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack on first down, Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the break, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelce. Touchdown! Travis Kelce from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. Their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be a possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Carr now on first down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the gun, it's Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up first and second down.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one is doing.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they can't.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And unable
Unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Carr going to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. But hold everything because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas 1st. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Carr now on 1st down. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
What now?
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this 1st half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, it's Carr.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Carr. Now he's got it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They're still going to go for it on 4th and goal even after the penalty. No sign of the field goal team. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, the
the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trent McDuffie brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Carr. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A 28-yard gain. And a first down on the Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Down to about the 22 here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Chandler Jones gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Will be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. Right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, that's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to claw one back. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Mahomes now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Frank Clark with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On 1st down, Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.